Let's get to the game that pissed everybody off because they replaced the girl. They're the guy with the girl. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, I think there's an argument both ways. I think there's an argument for saying like, yeah, you build up a franchise with a cool male lead and then you just give it to a woman, just because, I think on one hand there's fair argument there. I don't care what any left-wing simp wants to say about it. But on the other hand, it's like, there are plenty of good franchises with women in it, so it's just like, I'm just 50-50 on it. Like, I kind of care, but I kind of don't. I mean, as long as she's a well-written character and the game is fun, I don't really care, but at the same time, I do wonder if the implementation of her as the main character is completely artistic and not just because we just want to hate men. So, I don't know. I mean, again, as long as it's good. And I mean, we are talking about, more, I assume would be a more realistic setting, so I honestly hope that they would play into her smaller frame and being a woman. And I'm just going to say, not being there's no way she's as strong as Jin Sakai. There's just no shot. But there is fun that can be had in playing off of that. Like, everybody seems to forget that Squid Game, their female characters worked in that fashion. Like, they knew that they were coming from a weaker position physically than the men, and it's like the writers seemingly used that to write them in, I think, a much more compelling way. So, I think there is fun to be had in, like, the understanding that this character is not as physically strong as, like, the male counterpart, and using that to create more creative gameplay. That provides way more experience buffering, whatever. So I think to utilize that in a way that requires more creative problem solving can make for a more fun game. But, I don't know. We'll see. I just hope the multiplayer comes back because that was surprisingly fun. Alright, that's State of Play. State of Play is done. I'm done. YouTube is just not